The Everest Carnival opening weekend is here, and the stable has such exciting chances at Randwick on Saturday. Just Fine will look for a second consecutive win in the Group 3 Kingston Town Stakes. Stablemates Knight's Order and Major Beale will also be lining up in this 2,000 metre contest. Talk us through each of their chances.
Just Fine was most impressive at his Australian debut, so really looking forward to seeing him take that next step and be tested in this company. I think the 2,000 metres will be suitable for him, so a nice progressive type. I think it would be an interesting matchup with a couple of these, including Major Beale, who was excellent in the Chelmsford Stakes. He's bringing weight for age form to this particular race, and another one that will be benefited by the step up to 2,000 metres. He certainly looks to be right on target for his campaign. Knight's Order was good first up, likely to see an improvement second up here, although the 2,000 metres is still going to be short of his best. So looking to see another nice improving run from him.
You have a strong contingent of fillies once again heading into the Group 2 T-Row Stakes. A new addition to this top tier of racing is Zaguri Park-owned Tropical Squall, who remains unbeaten in her 2 starts to date. Adam Hieronymus has ridden this filly in her 2 career starts and has opted to stay with her on Saturday. What can you tell us about this daughter of prized icon?
It was a very good effort there last start. Even though it was a midweek race, she beat the older fillies and mares on that occasion. Not easy to do at that point of their career. It was quite a dominant win, and she's open to good improvement off the back of that. Obviously taking on some quality fillies here in her own age group at the Group 2 level. So she's going to need to improve again, but certainly a filly that's capable of doing that.
Autumn Ballet, Summer Loving and Platinum Jubilee all have race fitness on their side as they edge deeper into their preparation. How do you think they will fare over the longer distance of 1,400 metres?
I think most of these fillies will be suited by the step up in trip. Autumn Ballet particularly, she's got the pedigree to suggest that she'll enjoy that. She's got a nice racing pattern where she can conserve and be very strong late. I thought her 2 runs have been excellent this time, as has Summer Loving. She looks like she's been crying out for this distance. She's had some tricky draws to contend with, which has meant she's gotten further back in the run and left herself with plenty to do over the shorter trips. But with a better draw this weekend and the tempo of a 1,400, I think we can see her settling closer, and hopefully that'll be the key for her. Platinum Jubilee will be at this distance for the first time. She's a classy filly, obviously, through her 2 and early part of her 3-year-old career, and I think she's yet to hit her peak this campaign. So certainly expecting some improvement going into Saturday with her.
Huya Mal put in a very promising first-up performance in the Group 2 Chelmsford Stakes to finish 5th. He will stay over the mile on Saturday in the $1 million 7 Stakes. Are you happy with the progress he's made since his first-up run?
Most certainly. He seems in really good order, Huya Mal. A very encouraging first start for this preparation. He got back from a difficult draw, but was very, very strong late and very sharp through the line. Tried to keep him fresh for the mile. I think he's drawn better. We can see him more prominent in the run. And no doubt he's going to be better with his fitness for that first up run.
Exciting 4-year-old colt by I'm Invincible Hawaii Five-O looks ready to kick off his campaign in style in the Group 2 The Shorts over 1,100 metres for John Singleton and Jerry Harvey. Are you excited to see the heights he can reach this preparation?
Yeah, most certainly. Very talented colt. Very exciting to see him back at the races. His most recent trial I thought was particularly sharp. He's nice and forward for this particular race to kick off in. Hopefully we can make a statement with him on Saturday and look to have him very much on an Everest path. But great to have him back. Looking forward to see performance on the weekend.
Converge looks to have come back as good as ever this campaign. He was knocking on the door for a win last campaign. Are you confident he'll run a big race in the Group 3 Bill Ritchie handicap?
Yeah, most certainly. Been very pleased with both his trials. Even though he's first up here over the 1,400 metres, he retains a bit of residual fitness off his Queensland campaign, where I thought both his runs there were excellent. Even though he hasn't won for a while now, I feel his form has been very good through some very top class races and around some top class horses. So he looks well placed here. He's in good shape and he's effective over the 1,400 metres.
Kaboo is another exciting horse for the spring who is kicking off his campaign in the benchmark 88 handicap over 1,200 metres. He has 2 trials under his belt and looks ready to go for Lindsay Caminiti Connections. What races are you hoping to target with him this prep?
He's a horse that would love to target towards the Golden Eagle. So this is an important kick-off for him. be looking to try and increase his rating over this preparation and get him qualified for that particular race. He is a lightly raced horse. I feel we're yet to see the best of him. He looks in particularly good shape. His trials have been excellent leading into this, and he's nice and forward for his first up run.
At Newcastle on Friday, we have a strong hand in the Group 3 Newcastle Gold Cup, including Military Mission and Sir Lucan. Are you confident they can both improve on their last start finishes?
Most certainly. A Military Mission 2 starts ago was very good and very, very effective. Last start, he just raced a little bit keenly, chasing the hot speed. So for this start, the blinkers come off, which may be an important gear change for him. But I feel he can be forgiven on his poor performance there last start. Sir Lucan's back from a short hit and run mission in Melbourne. It was a nice run for him first up, just the run of a horse looking for further. So no doubt the distance of the Newcastle Cup will be much more to his liking, and he certainly seems in good shape.
Renelli was super, second up to win over 1,400 metres with Regan Bayliss in the saddle, who retains the ride on Friday in the Group 3 Cameron Handicap. This is a step up in class and distance for the first light racing owned gelding. Are you confident he'll be fighting out the finish?
Certainly off the back of his last performance, where he was incredibly tough, picked himself up and it was very strong late. He didn't want to be beaten. It's certainly a mindset you love to see with horses going into their respective races. No doubt he's stepping up in grade here, but he has been competitive around this level previously. The distance is ideal for him. He's coming off a good, strong win and certainly looks in good shape.
The stable has a strong hand at Flemington on Saturday, headlined by Alligator Blood, who ran a brave fourth in the Group 1 Memsey Stakes last start. He steps up to a mile in the Group 1 Mackivy Diva Stakes with Damien Oliver in the saddle. Can he get the better of Mr. Brightside on Saturday?
I think he can. He looks in good shape. This looks to be a nice setup for him. He enjoys this particular track. He enjoys the mile at this track, and he's open to good improvement off his first up run. Second up, he's traditionally been very good for us, including last year where he went down narrowly. So I think he's in great shape. I think he's shown improvement, and it looks a lovely race.
Serpentine has headed south to our Flemington stable after his impressive second place finish in the listed Tats Cup. He looks a picture heading into Saturday's Open Handicap over 2,500 metres for Nick Williams in Connections.
I thought he was open to good improvement off his last start in the Tats Cup. It was an excellent performance. Hopefully we can see him continue to take that improvement off the back of this run as well. I think the track here will suit him. Looks a nice, looks well placed in this particular race as well. An improving type and certainly very pleased.
Winona Costin takes the ride on the Instructor in the listed 1,100 metre event. This 3-year-old colt by Russian Revolution has run in top company, this prep finishing half a length to Group 2 Furious Stakes winner Tis Invincible. Can he return to the winner's circle on Saturday?
Yeah, I feel both his runs this campaign have been full of merit, so certainly looking for him to bounce back here. I think he'll be a horse that is suited by the strong sprint up the straight. He looks in good shape. He's got the nice foundation going there. He's shown previous good form in Melbourne, so expect him to be able to bounce back for us.
Introducing was fourth last weekend in the listed Mackenzie Stakes, and he's on the backup in the listed Exford Plate for James Harron in Connections. How did he pull up after his last start?
He's come through the run in great shape, so no hesitation in being able to back him up this weekend. I think stepping out to the 1,400 metres is what he's looking for at this point of his preparation, and importantly gets the blinkers on, which could be a crucial gear change for him on Saturday.
Sicilian has developed into a lovely, big, strong filly who possesses plenty of scope. She's done very well since her third place at Caulfield last time, and she will look for her second career win in the listed Cap d'Antibes Stakes over 1,100 metres with Blake Shin in the saddle. It's a competitive race with everybody chasing valuable black type. Do you expect her to be there in the finish?
Yeah, this is a filly that looks to be thriving during her time in Melbourne. I was most pleased and most impressed with her recent run at Caulfield. She sat 3 wide on a hot speed. Was still able to quicken nicely off the back of that. That early work told she was vulnerable late, but it was a couple of quality fillies that finished over the top of her. The format of that certainly been proven once again. So she's a classy filly. I'm sure a stakes win's not far off for her.